AVC Sports and 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON present high school basketball. Now let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Good evening and welcome to boys high school basketball tournament action presented by AVC Sports. Tonight, the Indian Valley Braves face the Maysville Panthers in the Division IV OHSA East District Finals. I'm Dave Hilliard, and along with my partner and good friend Mike Snively, we've got all the action right here on Nash ICON 98.5 and 107.9, and a free live video stream on our YouTube channel tonight, YRP TV. The Panthers from Maysville have advanced to this game after defeating West Holmes, Claymont, and then Tuesday they beat East Liverpool 73-57. The Braves' path to this game included wins versus Indian Creek, Cambridge, and John Glenn on Tuesday night. Now, Mike, this is a rematch of last year's D2 East District Final. Now it's Division IV.
Correct.
That Maysville won 54-44. What will the Braves and the Panthers need to do to, as Jim Valvano would say, survive and advance?
Well, I tell you what, we got two teams right now coming in. They're both on heaters. I mean, they are both playing outstanding basketball right now. I think Maysville, what we've seen from them, Dave, we've seen them put tremendous, and I mean tremendous, quarters together.
Yes, yes, they have.
And a lot of times, they play about average for three quarters, but there's that one quarter they've had in the last 3 or 4 games where they just explode for like 30 points a quarter. They're going to have to put together a couple really good quarters tonight. And then Indian Valley, I just think they just need to do what they've been doing, just been playing solid on the defensive end, have multiple guys scoring double digits. And Indian Valley right now, they're going through such a great way of winning just as a program, as an overall school up there,
yeah.
Winning a state football title.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, too. They didn't really get going until late in the basketball season due to the football length of the football season, so they're just now heating up.
Yes, they are. And our sponsors for tonight's game include Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Surgeon Construction, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doane Ford, People's Bank, and Wakefield Dental, all sponsors of tonight's game. Luck 9 Pizza in Duncan Falls, Mike and I's favorite spot to stop when we're out on the road, is our sponsor of our player of the game. Then we also have scoreboard updates tonight from the Bradley lending team with First Ohio Home Finance. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at both teams that are playing in tonight's East District Division IV basketball game. This is AVC Sports presentation of high school tournament action.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Style, power, precision. The 2024 Ford Mustang GT Premium isn't just a car, it's a statement. With a luxurious leather-trimmed interior and the heart-pounding performance of a 5.0-liter V8, every drive is first class. Whether you're cruising Main Street or tearing up the open road, this Mustang is built for those who love to drive. Come to Doane Ford today before it's too late. Come down on 66870 Belmont Morristown Road or visit them online at DoaneFord.com.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Our pregame rolls on as both teams warm up for this Division IV East District final between Maysville and Indian Valley. And when you take a look at each one of the teams playing tonight, first of all, the team that we're most familiar with, Mike, the Maysville Panthers. Dave Brown, the head coach, it's his 8th season, and they are 22-3, the champions of the MVL Small School Division. And I always have to point out when Dave Brown's involved that he is a Muskingum basketball alum, and we are playing in the gym that Dave Brown played in when he played for Muskingum.
I was going to say, he's got to feel really comfortable and at home tonight.
He's got to like that a little bit. His key players, of course, Gator Nichols averaging 26.4 points per game. He's the engine that makes the Maysville machine go, along with Jordan Watson, who's averaging 16 points a game. Landon Iden, 10 points. Kane Rohrig coming on of late. He's scoring more, Mike. He's averaging 8.2 now. And then Gavin Ferguson has been coming off the bench, averaging 7.6 points per game. Over on the Indian Valley side, their head coach, Ty Miller, sophomore Riker Williams, he is the player, Mike, and you watch him, and boy, what a good-looking athlete, and he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, I look at him, and I think, man, this guy's at least a senior. Heck no. And, I mean, he's going to be causing problems in multiple sports for years to come in this area.
Well, Riker is averaging 13.5 points a game and almost 4 rebounds a game. Senior Luke Wells, averaging 9 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. Deegan Bieber, he's averaging 8.2 points per game and close to 4 rebounds a game as well. Jackson Murphy, a senior, averaging 5.6 points per game. And then senior Landon McPeak, 8.6 points per game. Mike, you notice they've got about 4 guys that are scoring between 8 to 13 points, and that really makes you tough to defend.
I was going to say, that's going to make it really hard on Maysville. Who do we got to guard this time? Well, you got to guard every one of them.
Well, this is a repeat performance of last year. This was a Division II final last year, and it was played at Zanesville High School. I broadcast that game. Now, Mike Snively, you weren't with me for that
I weren't
one.
with you on that one. I was with you for the next one.
We were for the next one when Maysville got on to the regional. And it was a 54-44 game. Alex Bobb had 28 points in that game. So, he's not here, obviously,
right.
But Maysville leans on that experience. They had 3 kids, sophomores last year, now juniors, that played 30 basketball games last year. We were talking about that with assistant coach from Maysville. And, I mean, you played 30 games in 1 year. You're getting a lot of basketball in. And then plus, I know Gator played some as a freshman. But this is a very experienced club in terms of the number of games they've played and also in the tournament as well.
And not only you're playing games, think of how much longer practice you get to practice together with your team. That's the key right there. And you're getting shots up, and you're staying in shape, and you're staying loose, and you're getting to, build some chemistry with your teammates. But, yeah, you know what tomorrow is, Dave, March 1st. So it's that time of the year. I feel the excitement, and I am so looking forward to this game tonight.
Well, what's interesting for me too, Mike, I look at this, and I showed you my scorebook from last year. This game was played like March the 8th last year, so we're kind of ahead of schedule according to where we were last year, but I think some of that has to do with there's 7 divisions now.
Correct, and the winner of this one's going to play on a Thursday night, but the winner of the Thursday night game is going to play on a Sunday. So that's going to be different, too. And the calendar does seem a little bit wrong, though.
You know who they're going to face in Athens, don't you?
New Lexington.
New Lexington, who upset the number 1 seed, Pomeroy Megs, last night. Just a great win for Coach Jeremy Doer and his team as they prevailed in overtime, and they now advance to the regional at Athens, and that's certainly where Maysville would like to go again. They have a really good feeling of being there. Both of these teams, Mike, got to practice here at Muskingum. Maysville came in on Wednesday. Indian Valley came in last night. And Coach Brown, I talked to him a little bit. I mean, he's a Muskingum basketball alum, but his team very comfortable. They like playing here. They've been here. They were here 2 years ago.
Right.
They like playing here, so but both teams had a chance to practice in the gym, so, there was no advantage there.
No.
And it's not like a lot of other college floors. I mean, it is the college length, which is different.
92 feet.
So you're going to run a little bit more in this game, but the backgrounds aren't like it is in some colleges where you've got, the standard that the rim sits on the backboard.
You still got them coming from the ceiling.
Ours hang from the ceiling here at Muskingum, so I don't think you're going to have to adjust to any kind of weird background if you're a shooter here.
No, and you talked about the 92-foot floor. I always tell people, look at the back volleyball lines. If they come up almost to the free throw line, that's when you know you got a 92-foot line or 92-foot court. A lot of the courts that that are played on in the MVL aren't 92-foot floors. It does make a little bit of a difference, but those lines, you notice they're further back toward the basket. But the one thing about the shooting background, Dave, there is a little bit of space, so that's going to change a little bit. Now, who's the advantage go to? Because Indian Valley played in kind of a normal gym at Cambridge just last week, and then Maysville played down at the OUE, well, it used to be called OUE, formerly OUE, the Eco Center, which has what you would consider the big-time stanchion baskets and what you would see at a high university and, the Schottenstein Center and University of Dayton, places like that. So who knows who that's going to affect and how.
Well, we certainly appreciate the fine folks at Muskingum University, where I coach, so I got to give a shout-out to all those folks.
Absolutely.
Kerry Winters, the athletic director here. Tom Caudell, he is the sports information director. They have certainly put us in a fine spot here at the top of the gymnasium, and there is a huge crowd for this basketball game.
Yeah. They're still filing in, and I'm just wondering, where are people sitting now? Because it's I don't think you can put another body in another seat. We are so fortunate to be up here.
Well, Kerry told me tonight, the capacity is 2,913.
Okay, well, let's just say 3,000.
And we're going to say there's going to be close to 3,000 people here for this basketball game tonight, especially when you count all the media. There's a bunch of us up here tonight.
There's a bunch of us, and they're standing along the walls down here. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I've seen a game here before when Meadowbrook beat Tri-Valley several years ago. It was the game right before COVID.
2020.
And it was just rocking in here.
I was here that night, and that was the game after I watched it. I thought, boy, Meadowbrook's going to the state.
Yep, and then 5 days later, March 13th, everything got shut down.
They said, no more, we're not going to do that. Well, also tonight, just down the road in Cambridge, a huge game in Division 6, district championship there, Berlin-Highland and Monroe Central, and I think those two teams combined have maybe lost 3 games.
3 games, and I believe Monroe Central, after one, was up 17-10 over Highland. I'm actually getting some updates from my son who was at the game. So Monroe Central leading Highland 17-10, and Highland's been a thorn in Monroe Central's back for many years.
Well, there is an update from our Bradley lending team with First Ohio Home Finance, courtesy of Mike Snively and his son Major, who is over at Cambridge tonight watching that game. So we'll hopefully get some more scoreboard updates from him. Tomorrow night in Division 5, Coshocton faces Garraway. That game's at West Holmes, and St. Clairsville plays Martins Ferry. That game is at Harrison Central. Those two teams, whoever wins those 2 games, will advance to the regional as well. Tomorrow night also, Rosecrans, the number 2 seed in Division 7, takes on number 1 seeded Steubenville Catholic Central at the Eco Center, as Mike was just talking about, in the Division 7 district championship. We'll take a break. We're getting ready to wrap up the pregame. We come back, we'll have the starting lineups. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction, we'll take it from here.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
Dave Hilliard, Mike Snively back at the Ann Steele Center here on the campus of Muskingum University, getting ready for Division IV District Final, Indian Valley versus Maysville, and I'll turn it over to Mike Snively. He's got tonight's starting lineups.
First off, for the Indian Valley Braves out of the IVC, they will start 6'1" senior Luke Wells, 6'1" junior Deegan Bieber, 5'9" senior Landon McPeak, 6'1" senior Jackson Murphy, and 6' sophomore Riker Williams, head coach Tyrone Miller. For Maysville, they will start a 6' junior Gator Nichols, a 6'4" junior Cade Rock, a 5'11" junior Landon Iden, a 6'5" junior Kane Roerig, and a 6'3" junior, all juniors, Jordan Watson. I do that every time. It's junior, and that is the starting five, and under the direction of, obviously, Coach Dave Brown and assisted by Jared Cox.
Well, Mike, that's, we talked about this. You better get used to Maysville because they're all juniors. But
right.
As I've talked to Dave Brown, he's very much, he tells his team to live right within the moment. And he said that one of the things they talk about is not to let something special pass you by. And I think that's a good way to talk to your team about it, because I know they're told a lot, oh man, you guys are going to be really good next year, but there's no guarantees.
Exactly.
And while your team is sitting here playing tonight, with a fantastic record, 22-3, you've got no guarantee that that's going to happen next year.
And I've got two songs I think about when I think about their situation. The old country song by Lone Star, What About Now, and the Van Halen song, Right Now.
Right Now. How about Lose Yourself from Eminem?
And I forgot about Lose Yourself. And I did make a mistake on the starting lineup. Colt James, the 6'3" sophomore, is starting, not Deegan Bieber. It will be Colt James, 6'3" sophomore. Yes.
I know. I was somewhat confused too, because their starting lineup in the last game a little bit different than it was for tonight.
Not to mention, in front of me is the basket string, and I thought that was a 3, so it does say it's Colt James number 2.
There you go. So that's our starting lineups for tonight. And again, we are certainly excited to be here with you tonight to bring you this high school basketball game. This is a big crowd, and it's going to be a loud crowd in here tonight, Mike Snively. Both fan bases are very passionate about their teams. Indian Valley has just come off an amazing football season where they went all the way and won the state championship in football.
Yeah, you have that, and then you factor in the fact that Maysville was in the state finals last year. Yeah. I mean, this has the recipe for a dandy.
Yes, it does, and we talked about it earlier, but this is a rematch of last year's district final. It was a 10-point win for Maysville. They stretched the lead out to about 16 in the third quarter, but the Braves made a run and got it back into, a reasonable doubt there until late in the game, and then Maysville put it away. So, again, both teams, they're familiar with each other, although they did not play each other this year. they have a common loss. Each team has lost to John Glenn this season.
Yeah, that's true. John Glenn beat them, and Tri-Valley beat Maysville twice as well.
Right.
And then Dover and Highland, who's getting beat 33-17 to Monroe Central right now, beat the Braves twice this year.
And there's another one of our Bradley lending team from First Ohio Home Finance updates. And we're ready to tip it off here in the Steel Center at Muskingum University. And we're underway. The opening tip goes to the Maysville Panthers. Gator Nichols with the basketball. And they try to run Gator off of that screen, and it's well defended. And
Riker Williams right on him.
We're going to see two teams that really play outstanding defense. Gator tries to get into the basket, and he likes to penetrate into the lane. So does Watson, and he stopped and kicks it back out to Iden. Iden with a little step, now gets it to Gator. Williams bodies up within Gator, jump shot, no good in the lane. Rebound off to the Braves. And there's Cade Rock applying full court pressure against number 4, Landon McPeak for the Braves. Indian Valley moving the ball well on the right side of the floor. McPeak's got it in his hands again. He's going to back up, being guarded by Cade Rock. Gets it to the corner. Williams trying to get around Roerig. He throws a nice bounce pass, and there's great ball movement from Indian Valley. They get the kick out for the 3, and it was missed. Jordan Watson had the rebound, but trying to get rid of it, threw it away. Williams with the 3 ball on the way, it's no good. Watson with his second rebound in that series, and he brings it up the floor.
2 good looks for Indian Valley early.
Roerig going to try a 3 from the corner, it's no good. Rebound tipped out by Rock and then knocked away. Nice play by Wells as he knocked it away from Iden. Indian Valley on the run, and a shot is blocked by Roerig, but they're going to call, I believe, Cade Rock on the foul.
Yeah, excellent hustle back and block, but Riker Williams was able to get enough body quick enough into the moving defender. And you expect sometimes, Dave, the further you go, it gets a little more physical and the refs let you play a little bit more.
And that foul was on Nichols. I didn't see Gator back there, so that was on Gator Nichols. And the first free throw from Williams is good, and there's our first score of the game. Williams going to get the second one, and he gets both. It's 2-0 here in the early going.
I noticed the charge line is on the floor. I wonder if that'll have any bearing on what the officials call sometimes tonight. They're not supposed to in high school, you know.
That's one rule that I wish they would incorporate. I like the charge arc as part of the College 4. I hate it when high school players take charges underneath the rim. That was Nichols that got tripped up, but he got it out to Iden in the corner. Now to Watson, and it's knocked away. Nice play there by Luke Wells. He's going to take it all the way. He lays it up, and good. Wells has got his first bucket of the game, and it's 4-0 Indian Valley early.
Maysville off to 0 for 3 start with 3 turnovers.
Nichols back in his hands, being checked by Williams. Nichols into the paint, now to Roerig. He gets into the lane, jumps, misses it. Just about missed everything there on that little floater, and it's no good up to the Braves. They push it up the floor in a hurry. That was James on the right wing, got it back to Williams. Williams crosses over, he gets Roerig down the lane, and he muscles it up and in. Riker Williams has got 4 points in the early going. It's 6-0 with 5:21 to play in this first quarter.
Riker Williams can use his left hand just as well as the right hand when he drives.
Watson, crossover dribble. Now to Roerig. Picked up his dribble and got it back to Watson. Watson into the lane. Roerig's going to try another 3. Off the mark. Rebound off to McPeak. He's going to bring it up the floor. He gets it to Murphy. Murphy back to McPeak. Now on the right wing to James. James got Rock on him. And I think he got away with a travel, but he missed the layup, and the rebound ripped down by Gator Nichols. Gator on the run. Williams gets to him. Makes him pick it up along the baseline. Jordan Watson going to try a 3. Got it. Bang. Jordan Watson.
After an 0 for 5 start, Watson gets the Panthers on the board.
And there's one thing here, Mike, that I'm just wondering if it's going to mess with the players a little bit. You got 2 3-point lines on the floor.
That's true, and the white one is the true one.
All the way, a layup missed and a rebound off to Maysville. Here they come on the run. Nichols going to stop from deep. 3 ball, no good. Rebound off to Wells. 6-3 here, halfway through this first quarter. Indian Valley with a 3-point lead. Handoff there to McPeak. He gets all the way down into the lane, and it's turned over, and there's a foul. Gator Nichols came up with the ball, and he was fouled from behind. And I believe that was on Jackson Murphy, number 11.
Jordan Watson with 4 rebounds, leading the game in rebounds, one of them being offensive. That's a rebound per minute.
Maysville to inbound it. They're trailing 6-3 here. Only 1 field goal right now for the Panthers in the early going.
Not shooting it well, 1 for 7 right now.
There's a little handoff. They run for Nichols. They get it to Roerig. He was going to try to go backdoor to Iden, but he lost control of the ball.
Coach James doing a good job pressuring Roerig out top.
Beaver against Watson. Watson hangs in the air, misses the shot. Rebound fought for, and they're going to call a foul on Rock.
That's a second team foul.
Just a little bit too aggressive on the rebound there. And here comes that full court pressure from Maysville. It's been their MO all season long.
And that was just an unforced turnover there by Indian Valley.
James had it, and he let it go right through the wickets out of bounds. And that's one of those, really, that was unforced turnover, as you said, Mike.
Just took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, just a little bit, and the next thing you know, it's rolling out of bounds. Maysville inbounds it to Watson. Nichols off the screen, being guarded closely by Williams.
I'll say this, Indian Valley gets up in you.
They guard the ball very well. Williams giving Nichols a lot of problems. Nichols, a nice shot fake, though, up and under from Gator Nichols. And that's his first bucket of the game at 6-5.
Once he got the defender off his feet, he used that up and under to perfection.
Well, Gator just did a nice job of finishing on balance, finishing on 2 feet in the paint on balance. And that's something you want everybody to do when they get down there in tight. And there's another block, really, from Roerig. He got a piece of it. Kane being a defensive force here on the interior for Maysville to start this basketball game. He's blocked a couple, he's altered another one. Iden penetrates down the lane. Well, that's Gator, he stops and pops. Nice spin move from Gator Nichols, and he's got 4. Maysville with their first lead, 7-6, with 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter.
And Maysville does have a decisive height advantage. Here goes Iden again with his excellent all-ball defense.
He is all over McPeak. Both teams not afraid to get up and guard you, Mike. And
no.
Really, you like to see teams that really are just aggressive and get after it, and both teams are. Williams might have hopped a little bit. He goes down the lane, tried to force it up. It's no good. Roerig there again. Here comes Gator on the run. He gets down the lane. Layup good. Gator Nichols. Gator on a little 6-0 run of his own. That's going to call a timeout from Indian Valley, much to the delight of the Maysville fans, Mike.
Boy, it's loud in here, Dave. I'm having a hard time listening to you. I got headphones and a microphone on sitting right beside you.
This gymnasium is packed here at the Ann Steele Center tonight.
You know, we're so high up, we're looking into the baskets from above.
Yes.
But when this Maysville crowd stands, and, you know, all 1,500 of them or so,
yes,
you know, we kind of lose track of this one sideline over here, but that's okay.
Well, this gentleman that's in front of us and in front of our camera is going to become famous if he keeps standing there all night tonight, as he
doesn't even know it.
He doesn't even know, and if he goes back and watches it, he's going to see the back of his head many times on our broadcast on our YouTube channel. As always, a free live video stream available of tonight's game on our YouTube channel, YRP TV. And if you're not listening on the radio, you're probably watching there. And if you get home from the game tonight, you want to go back and watch it, you can do that. Those games stay there for as long as I know, Mike.
Yeah, forever. I can watch a game from 10, 12 years ago.
And there's Gavin Ferguson. He's come into the game with some great defense, and the Maysville fan, they would like a 5-second call, but nice defense there from Gavin Ferguson. 3 ball on the way from the deep wing. That's no good, but the long rebound goes off to McPeak. Wells missed that 3 from pretty deep. He was behind the college line. And again, Mike, I'm just wondering, if you look down, it's kind of hard to process 2 lines down there. There's another blocked shot from Maysville. This time it's Watson. He does the defensive job, and here comes Gator on the run.
Yeah, the white line is the high school line.
Gator stops, pops in the lane. Good from Gator Nichols. He's got 8 points. His team leads 11-6 with 1 minute to go here in the first quarter.
It's physical, but it's physical both ways. Referee's doing a great job right now. And it is a very good crew out there.
Yes, it is. A good crew, experienced crew out there on the floor tonight. Iden guarding the basketball. McPeak's got it. Off the wing to Bieber. Bieber, little pick and roll there, nothing doing. Almost thrown out of bounds by Murphy. The penetration and a nice little Euro move in the lane from, that was,
I think the official was going to call a block. Then he called it offensive.
Not sure about that. Matana on the other end with a nice move. He got the basket to go.
Roberto Matano, and I tell you what, Dave, I still struggle with the Euro step because it just looks so much like a travel, and it's not, but it seems like it's become more popular over the last 5-10 years or so.
Well, the kids see it on TV and they practice it. So,
right.
I mean, nice move though there by Matana. He got in and Euroed it his way to the bucket. It's 11-8 Maysville. Indian Valley with 20 seconds, maybe the last shot, but Jordan Watson steals it. He's going to go to the rim, and he lays it up and in. Jordan Watson, he's got 5 points. 10 seconds. Indian Valley probably going to get the last shot here from Williams. He brings it into the front court. Rock in front of him. Kicks it out on the wing. They're going to have to hurry. 1 second.
Well, did he get it off?
He did.
Did they say it counts?
It counts.
Well, I don't know, Dave. It's hard to tell.
It was hard to tell, but I believe he got the shot off. It looked like it was good to me when it was in the air. That was Colt James with the 3 at the buzzer. That's going to end the first quarter, 13-11 Maysville. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back at the Ann Steele Center, we're getting ready for second quarter action here in this East District final. Maysville, after 1, leads Indian Valley 13-11. An exciting first quarter, up and down action. A 3 at the buzzer from Colt James draws Indian Valley to within 2, and it's 13-11. Early going belonged to Indian Valley. The middle part of that second quarter, or the first quarter, belonged to Maysville up until the last shot of the quarter, when James was able to hit the rainbow 3, shot it from right in front of Maysville's bench. I didn't think they were going to get the shot off, but he did get rid of it in time.
That was a fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Fantastic shot. Maysville shot 6 of 13 the first half. Indian Valley 4 of 12.
Indian Valley with first possession of the second quarter. McPeak initiates the offense, and he gets it back on the left wing. A screen from James. Now Williams comes in and gets the ball on the left wing. They dump it inside to James. Spin move, no good. Rebound, fought for. Jordan Watson's got it. Watson brings it up on the dribble. Now reverses to Gator. Gator, the matchup that the Braves want, they want their athlete, Riker Williams, they want him on Gator. Iden thought about the 3. Now they get it to Roerig. Roerig finds Watson inside. Spins, kicks it out to Iden. Iden behind the college line. 3-pointer is off. Rebound to Indian Valley, and here they come. McPeak with the quick dribble. He gets all the way, and he's going to be blocked. But the offensive rebound is up and in. Shot was blocked, but McPeak, or that was Wells that came down with a rebound, and he put it up and in, and we've got a tie game. They clear out the side for Nichols. He's trying to find some space, and it's a tough shot. Good defense there from Williams. Gator knocked it away from behind. Now he hands it off to a deep 3 from Luke Wells. That was way beyond the college line, Mike.
That was near the volleyball line.
16-13 Indian Valley. Watson to Nichols. Nichols back to Watson. Watson into the lane. Ferguson now drives, dumps it to Roehrig. There's another charge. That one's on Ferguson.
And he had a wide open guy. He just went out of control. You know, got to kind of jump stop right there, but easy for me to say from 25 rows up.
And again, we were talking about finishing on 2, finishing under control, and Gavin just a little bit out of control, and that's a charge.
That's the 5th turnover tonight for Maysville. They're only averaging 9 a game, so they're at 5 already.
McPeak brings the ball up the floor against pressure from Iden. They initiate the offense. Back to McPeak, guarded by Roehrig. Jump shot from 15, nice move. Pull-up jumper, the mid-range variety from McPeak, and his team has a 5-point lead. It's 18-13.
That's just an easy, simple basketball move, but fundamental as heck.
And that's going to be an offensive foul on the screen, this time on Roehrig.
3 offensive fouls tonight on Maysville.
The momentum has certainly swung over to the Indian Valley side after that 3 to end the first quarter.
Real quick. Indian Valley going on a big run here.
18-13, just under 6 minutes to go. Indian Valley brings the ball to the floor. McPeak trying to hold off Iden. Iden, a good on-ball defender. Swing it over on the right side. McPeak's got it again. Now to Williams. Williams to James on the right wing. Back to Murphy at the top of the circle.
And they space you out.
He tries to go behind the back and mishandled it, but kept control, got it to Williams. Iden stays in front of Williams on a nice defensive play again. And
wow, that was fast.
A great move to the basket from Wells. And that's going to be a timeout from Dave Brown of the 32nd variety. Wells already has 9 points. He's got 7 in the second quarter, Mike. He's on a little run of his own as he's got, you know, he's that, as you just said, a great quick move to the basket there.
I mean, that was, he went in right now. He was gone, and Indian Valley shooting it, dating back to the last 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Indian Valley is shooting 6 of 7, and Maysville starts the second quarter. They missed their first 3 shots and turn it over twice. So not the start Maysville was looking for in this second quarter.
Well, Wells comes into this game averaging 9 points a game, but lately he's been on a bit of a tear for Indian Valley. So it's not surprising to see him early going, lighting the scoreboard as he's got 9 points and his team up by 7 now with 5:10 to play until halftime. Maysville possession.
That first step was quicker than a house cat.
Gator Nichols walks the ball into the offensive end. Screen from Rock. Nichols to left side, kicks it in the corner to Roehrig. Now to Iden, back to Watson at the top of the circle. Cut off defensively, and they hand it to Roehrig. Roehrig back to Iden. Now to Watson. Watson skips the other side of the floor to Nichols. Nichols penetrates, jumps, he's fouled, and he scores.
Maysville needed that one.
They needed something to change the momentum a little bit, and they got a foul on Williams. A strong move to the rim by Gator Nichols. He's fouled, he hung in the air, and he got the shot to go.
That puts Gator in double figures now, 10 on the night. Gator, an excellent free throw shooter, 85%.
Chance to add to his total. Eyes the rim, free throw is good. He's got 11 points, and it's 20-16. Big bucket and free throw there from Gator to help get his team stop the run. Watson with a deflection, almost forced the turnover, but Williams carries it into the front end for Indian Valley. Watson with the good defensive pressure there against McPeak. Murphy now dribbles the ball, backs up. Roehrig on him. 4:10 to play in the second quarter. Indian Valley trying to be patient. McPeak penetrates. He might have got away with a little step there. Kicks it back out to James. And there's a steal by Gator Nichols. Another turnover from Indian Valley. Nichols crosses over into the lane. Jump stop. Pops. Good. Gator Nichols.
Very, very soft touch there from Nichols.
He's got 13. His team trails 20-18. 3:40 to play until halftime. The ever-present pressure full court from Maysville. 3-ball from the left wing, rattles around and goes for Inama. Everybody seems to be hitting threes right now for Indian Valley. Nichols stops, loses Williams, turnaround, good from Gator.
Maysville's made their last 3, but Indian Valley's made their last 5.
Gator heating up.
Monroe Central leads Highland 46-27. 19-point lead for Monroe Central.
That would be a huge win for Monroe Central. Penetration into the lane, finally gets the shot off. And I'm not sure who that foul is going to be on.
And that's Williams is down, holding his head. And I think they're going to call it on Cade Rock.
They're calling it on the box out, I believe, from Rock.
I didn't catch the tail end of it.
And that is going to go on Rock.
Maysville fans not happy.
They are not happy about that one.
And then the Indian Valley fans kind of give the Bronx cheer back here. They're not happy that one of their star players hurt. And it was nothing but 2 people hustling.
Landed on his head kind of there,
Yeah.
which was kind of scary looking.
So they're going to take Riker Williams out and get him checked out. That's something you do not mess around with nowadays, are head injuries.
They walk him out of the gym. They walk him out with the trainer, so they're going to be without him for at least a couple of minutes here, maybe till the end of the half. We'll see if he's able to come back. Indian Valley with a basketball. Little handoff action in the backcourt. They play a lot like Maysville. They're going to spread the floor, try to take advantage, get to the rim on the dribble, which McPeak does here. He stops, now kicks it back out to Murphy. Murphy.
I said, Dave, they space it out well.
23-20. Indian Valley with the lead. 2:19 to play, and McPeak gets all the way down the lane and lays it up and in. He's got 4 points in the quarter. It's 25-20 Indian Valley.
6 baskets in a row for Indian Valley.
Watson to Rorig, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, fought for and controlled by Indian Valley. Matana with the rebound.
Williams is back, by the way.
Williams is back already, so I'd assume he's going to check back in quickly. McPeak into the lane. 3-pointer turned down in the corner.
Now, that one may have been a travel.
That was a travel. That was not a Euro, that was a travel, and they're going to capitalize on the offensive rebound. And that was Inama into the lane, and he's fouled. They're going to shoot 2.
If that was a Euro, he went all the way across the continent of Europe on that one.
Well, he shuffled the feet a little bit on that one. At least that was what I saw. I'm not an official though, Mike.
No, and I shouldn't say anything because those guys do a great job, and that's the toughest job in the gym right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Everybody sits in judgment.
Yes. But we do. We have a fine officiating crew on this thing tonight.
Inama gives his team a 6-point lead. It's 26-20. And the second free throw is good.
Coach Miller subbing out, going to bring in Deegan Bieber.
And Williams is back out there as well. It's 27-20. Indian Valley taking advantage of their opportunities, Mike. They are certainly being efficient on offense.
I'm focused on this 50-50 going through the stands right now, Dave. This thing's going to be huge.
Could be a big one. Gator Nichols gets the handoff. He's been on a heater here as well. Watson, right corner, guarded by Williams. Williams now to Iden in the corner. He gets around, tries to get it to Rorig, but it's stolen by Bieber. He got in the passing lane. McPeak up the floor, 3-ball on the way from the corner, in and out. They finally missed one, Mike. Nichols with the rebound. Here he comes on the attack. Spin move into the lane. He's fouled. Shot is up, no good.
Indian Valley shot it so well. Maysville only has 2 rebounds in this quarter.
That foul's going to go on number 10, Matana. Gator Nichols to the line, shooting a pair. He's got 15 already, trying to add to that total. 54 seconds to play until halftime. His team is down by 7. It's 27-20, and he misses the first one.
Cohen Llewellyn checking in, the 5'10 junior.
He comes in for Rock. I think Coach Brown trying to adjust his matchups here on the fly as things progress. Second free throw from Nichols is good. 1 out of 2 there. He's 2 of 3 for the game. 27-21. Less than a minute to go until halftime.
I've decided already, Dave, these are 2 good teams, but both teams are well coached.
McPeak into the front court, stops and goes. Now stops and wants to kick it back to James, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Watson. 39 seconds to go until halftime, 27-21.
You wonder if Indian Valley's going to try the old 2-for-1 and try to hold for the last shot and get the first possession of the second half.
They do get the first possession of the second half. We can see the arrow plainly from where we're seated here at the Steel Center. Thought about it, penetrates, nice bounce pass, and that's going to be a foul on Nichols.
It's going to be his second.
James is going to shoot a pair.
Indian Valley shooting well tonight, 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Maysville 2 for 3.
James gets a chance at a couple now with 28 seconds to play. His first free throw is good. It's 28-21. Indian Valley with the lead. He's going to get a chance to shoot this second one. Cade Rock going to substitute back in for the Panthers.
A lot of subs going on, a lot of changing of positions too.
A lot of movement. Williams decided he wants to rebound. James now second free throw. And that one's good too. Nothing but net on each one for him. And that's his 5th point of the night.
So this will give Maysville the last opportunity for the last shot.
22 seconds, clock moving. It's 29-21 Indian Valley.
We saw this formation, this play here, Gator out here just going to take over and make something happen. He's going to either get it to the basket.
Williams wasn't guarding him now. Rock to Roerig, 6 seconds. Watson into the lane. Williams on him, turns, fires, no good, off the rim, and that's going to end the first half. Indian Valley 29, Maysville 21. We'll be back after a short break. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
In February of last year, the Ohio High School Athletic Association announced they would be expanding postseason divisions for girls and boys basketball. That change went into effect this school year, and basketball postseason tournaments in 2025 will have 7 divisions compared to 4 in previous seasons. The OHSAA cited competitive balance as the reason for the expansion. Schools with smaller populations should be playing in postseason tournaments against schools with similar numbers. Brendan Connolly covers high school sports for the Cincinnati Enquirer. He'll join me next to discuss that expansion, as well as some Cincinnati area girls basketball teams we should be looking out for to make a run to Dayton in March. That's next. This is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops.
In Ohio, public education matters. And every day, Ohio's public school educators use their united voice to advocate for the supports and resources our public schools need so every child thrives. No exceptions. I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. Because great public schools are a winning playbook for Ohio, and Ohio is stronger when we stand together to cheer for our students' success.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm just not sure that college is right for me.
Have you considered a career in dental assisting? I love my job as a dental assistant. I have flexible work hours, the money is good, and I get to work in a professional, people-oriented dental office. What I really love about my job is knowing that I give people a healthy smile.
For more information about becoming a dental assistant, contact your high school guidance counselor, or if you you are no longer in school, talk to a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
This is ONN.
I'm Eric Reeser. Brendan Connolly is my guest. He covers high school sports for the Cincinnati Enquirer. This year, the Ohio High School Athletic Association will award 3 more state championships in high school hoops. This is the first year with 7 tournament divisions. That's up from 4 last season. Competitive balance was the reason for the expansion. I asked Brendan if he expects a more competitive postseason for girls high school basketball.
I absolutely expect it to be more competitive. I've gone to a couple girls basketball games this week, and just seeing the number of teams that really any region and district can send to the state tournament, obviously it's going to increase going from 16 teams to 28 teams at the state tournament. But also, I think the main thing that I notice is down here in Southwest Ohio, especially in Division I, we could send 2 representatives, one from Region 3 and one from Region 4. So I really think that makes for an interesting dynamic, especially when you get into regional and state tournament play.
I also asked Brendan which girls basketball teams in Division I could make a run from Cincinnati to Dayton.
Southwest Ohio in Division I is kind of split into Region 3 and Region 4 there. I think Mason will certainly have an interesting path once they get into the regionals. They could face either Springboro, who has really gotten it rolling this season, or out of one of those central districts, they could face Upper Arlington, who is, again, one of the top teams in the state. And then looking at Region 4, I think that's especially interesting because you take Fairmont out of the Dayton area and place them with a bunch of these Cincinnati area teams. Fairmont's had an incredible season. They went 20-2 in the regular season, beat Springboro twice to win the Greater Western Ohio Conference, and now, they could go up against Princeton, Mount Notre Dame, a Milford out of the Eastern Cincinnati Conference had an incredible regular season. So I do want to see Mason and Springboro rematch in that Region 3 final. They gave us an incredible regional semifinal last year that Springboro won 71-64. But down in Region 4, I am prognosticating Fairmont and Mount Notre Dame to be in that regional final, and those will be 2 contenders for the state tournament.
In Division II, Winton Woods went 22-0 in the regular season. I asked Brendan just how hard perfection is in the regular season and how far he expects the Warriors to run.
Yeah, Winton Woods going 22-0 in the regular season was nothing short of incredible. When you factor in, it was a very deep top half of the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. I mentioned Milford, and then you throw in West Claremont and Walnut Hills. And then the Warriors, they faced Westerville South and Pickering Central and Lakota East to start the regular season. In their 5th game, they played Example Academy, which is a very good prep school out of Illinois. But having seen what these Warriors have done this season, I got the chance to talk to Carlton Gray about midway through, and they're very low-key. They don't make a whole lot of noise. I don't think they want to make a whole lot of noise. They just keep chugging along and winning one game at a time.
My thanks to Brendan Connolly for his time. He covers high school sports for the Cincinnati Enquirer. I'm Eric Reeser, and this has been the Ohio Education Association tonight in high school hoops.
Oh. I'm singing along as we come back here from halftime here at the Steel Center. Lady Gaga. We had Johnny Cash earlier.
We went from Johnny Cash to Lady Gaga, and I just had to tell Dave, how do you wake Lady Gaga up from a nap? You poker face. Yeah. We're rolling up here.
It's getting bad here at the Steel Center. Maysville trails in this basketball game, 29-21. Mike, and here's what Maysville is going to have to figure out. They've got 2 people that have scored, and that is it.
Yeah, and you're dead on. I mean, there's 2 guys that scored, Watson and Nichols, and nobody else has really come close. I mean, a lot of shots have been off tonight. They haven't shot the ball well. Maysville's 9 of 21, but they've got to have somebody else step up and knock down that outside shot.
Well, Gator Nichols has 16 points right now. Jordan Watson with 5. All those were in the first quarter. Maysville scored 8 points in the second quarter, and all those were from Gator Nichols. And so there's 2 scores. That's it. For Indian Valley, Luke Wells has 9, Colt James with 5. Landon McPeak with 4, Cam Inama has 5, Riker Williams with 4, and as we were saying in the pregame, Mike, anybody seems to be able to score for the Indian Valley Braves.
Anybody can score, anybody can shoot, and anybody can drive, and that's causing a lot of problems and it's posing just some big-time matchup issues for Maysville right now because they space you out so well And at one point, Dave, they shot 8 of 11. They started off the game cold, but from right at the end of the first quarter to right to the halftime, the Indian Valley shot 8 of 11, and that's shooting it well. Not to mention the fact they haven't hit the rim yet on a foul shot. They're 6 for 6.
Yes, they have been showing all the signs of a team ready to play tonight. Now, if you're Maysville, you're in the locker room, hey, we've been here before, and we've done this before.
No doubt.
Can they get another one of those third quarter avalanches that they seem to be able to come up with in these games, Mike? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Dave. We've seen this story in Song and Dance, I don't know how many times in the last several years with Maysville, especially at the end of this year. I mean, so they haven't put together that key third quarter, or that key quarter together yet. So, like we said, somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to knock down shots. And Maysville right now only created 4 turnovers for Indian Valley. By now, they've usually made the other team turn it over 10 to 12 times, but only 4 for Indian Valley right now.
You know, one of those was really unforced and on the sideline.
Correct.
Here. The other one, they had a steal inside, but they've been able to get to the rim, and if Roerig's not there, they've been able to convert. Roerig had a couple of blocks early, altered a couple of other shots, but they've been able to score and had a very good shooting second quarter, as you were saying, Mike.
Yeah, they shot it well. And for the half, they did shoot 10 of 21, 48%. Maysville was 9 of 21. Both teams shot it 21 times for 43%. Rebounding virtually even. Indian Valley 12, Maysville 11. 3 offensive rebounds for Indian Valley, 1 for Maysville. Maysville's turned it over 7 times. That's above their average. Indian Valley's only turned it over 4 times. Maysville only went to the line 3 times. Gator all 3. He was 2 for 3. And Indian Valley, like I said, they switched all 6 of their free throws.
Well, Indian Valley coming back out onto the floor here. Our sponsors again tonight for this broadcast: Allen Hunter State Farm, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Surgeon Construction, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doan Ford, People's Bank, and Wakefield Dental, all sponsors of tonight's game. We also have a player of the game sponsored by Lock 9 Pizza, and our scoreboard updates tonight from the Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. Mike, can you update us on that Monroe Central?
Yeah, the last score I got from Monroe Central was 50 to 29. That game's got to be close to over because it was a
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock tip. So it looks like Monroe Central is going to win their first ever district title, and they're going to do it over that coveted Highland Hawk traditional program. And it's a team that's been standing in their way for a little bit, so that's a huge win. And we know, we've heard many stories of how talented Monroe Central is this year, and they're proving it tonight.
Well, I'm sure Todd Rock is very happy that his team from Bishop Rosecrans is in Division 7 away from Highland, because Highland has been a heartbreaker for the Rosecrans Bishops for many years.
Many years. And they took it to my River Pilots the other night over at Meadowbrook, so
Mike, everybody took it to the River Pilots this year. I hate to tell you.
We had a rough year this year, but we'll be back. Guarantee it.
Well, as we mentioned, tomorrow night, Rosecrans will take on Steubenville Catholic Central. That's at the Eco Center over in St. Clairsville. And then also in Division 5 tomorrow night, Coshocton takes on Garaway at West Holmes. That's a matchup of the 2 and 3 seeds. And then the number 1 seed, St. Clairsville, faces Martins Ferry. That game over at Harrison Central in beautiful Cadiz, Ohio.
Old Cadiz, Ohio, and that's a nice facility up there. It just takes a little bit from our part of the state to get there. You got to go down 22, and it's not the best road of.
It's as we would say, a fur piece.
Yeah, it's fur piece.
It's a fur piece to get there.
It's a John Denver road.
It is a beautiful facility, though.
Yes.
And I see Dr. Hall down here from the East District Board. He and I had a fantastic meal over in Cadiz. The last time I broadcast a game there, he was with me. And that was a Buckeye Trail versus Harrison Central game 2 years ago. So we have certainly lots of great facilities here in the East District. Some of them, they just take a little while to get to.
They do, and but like you said, great facility. And one thing I've noticed about broadcasting games the last 17, 18 years, I always remember where I've eaten before the game.
I am the same way. And I get that way on vacation, Mike. My wife will tell you that we don't do chain restaurants. I do the search of the diners, drive-ins, and dives places, and that's where we go. And I've got a few of those planned here coming up next month with my wife when I go to Florida. So.
Well, I'm anxious to see the pictures.
Oh, I'll send you some food pictures.
That's what I figured you were going to send me, yeah. Give me some ideas.
Well, here we go. Second half action ready to get underway from the Ann Steele Center at the campus of Muskingum University. Right down the street from my house, Mike, as I've mentioned to many of the folks working up here tonight. I hope you enjoy your ride home tonight. I'm walking home. It'll take me about a minute.
I had a 2.8-mile drive. You walked here.
I walked here the same, so pretty excited about being here local. And I tell you, New Concord is going to experience some traffic when this game is over tonight, as the gym holds 2,913, and it's pretty well capacity tonight. Maysville with the first possession of the second half. Gator Nichols with the basketball. He penetrates, shot up, and rattles in. Gator Nichols, he's got 18 now, and it's 29-23.
He's got 18, and he's earned all 18.
He's earned them all. They're making it tough on Gator tonight. Indian Valley, their first possession of the second half. Williams with the basketball. Gets it to McPeak. Back to Williams, guarded by Jordan Watson. He's going to get a screen. Williams, right-hand dribble. Throws it in, and it's almost lost, but they fire it into the corner. Nice job, penetration and kick out, and great ball movement from Indian Valley.
Yes.
Making that one more, and then almost turned over there by James. Iden harassing McPeak. Hands it to Williams. Iden switches off to him. Williams down the lane, blocked by Roerig. Rebound by Wells, and it's blocked again by Roerig. Thrown ahead to Watson. Watson up, laying good. Jordan Watson.
And just like that, a 4-0 run to start it.
Here comes maybe that avalanche from Maysville. Williams takes it to Roerig. He throws it up, no good. Roerig, he changed the shot trajectory on that one. Here comes Gator. Pulls up, finds Roerig. Layup, good. 6-0 run, and that's going to be a timeout from Indian Valley.
This place is on fire right now.
30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Our sponsors tonight, Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Surgic Construction, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doane Ford, People's Bank, and Wakefield Dental. And we were wondering at halftime, Mike, does Maysville have the second half avalanche of points? And they've started off scoring the first 6 out of the locker room.
Yeah, in a minute 28, they scored 6-0. Coach Brown's got the clap going. The Maysville crowd's up on their feet. So I think we're going to have a ball game from here.
Well, I think Indian Valley keeps testing Roerig at the rim, and he just keeps blocking him.
He has, and they're legal, clean blocks. Roerig, he has been the rim protector tonight.
Well, he's 6'5", and he's got wingspan, so he is hard to shoot over.
What grade's he in, Dave?
He's a junior.
He's a junior, yes. They're all juniors.
All right, into the offensive end, and almost stolen by Watson. He was trying to get into the passing lane, but great movement from Indian Valley. 3 in the corner, no good. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound on Watson, as Murphy got the rebound, but fouled from behind by Jordan Watson. Says he got him in the head. That's going to be Jordan's second foul.
That was a good call.
Good call. Too much contact from behind. Inbound, little screen for the person that took it out of bounds, which was Williams. Shot fake, spins in. Gator gets his hand on the ball, and again, good ball movement from Indian Valley.
Well, Indian Valley loves to penetrate that baseline.
Well, couple of quick passes, they reverse the ball, they get it to the corner 3, and then they turn it down and they penetrate, and there's another block from Roerig.
Roerig's got to have, I don't keep blocks, but he's got to have 7 or 8 blocks tonight.
He's got at least half a dozen. Iden guarding the basketball. McPeak to Williams. Now Iden switches off onto Williams. Good ball movement again from Indian Valley. Murphy into the corner to James. Murphy penetrates down the lane, stops, kicks it out. Right wing, no good. Indian Valley cooled off a little bit here in the second half. James couldn't connect. Iden, shot fake, defender flies by, in and out on the 3. Rebound is going to go off of Jordan Watson. He almost saved it. But again, Good look at it from Iden, just rattled in and out. That would have given his team the lead. 5:08 to go here in the third quarter.
Great sportsmanship, by the way, by Landon McPeak. Went over, hustled over there, and helped Jordan Watson up off the ground.
29-27, two teams just really battling each other, but Mike, it has been a super clean basketball game.
It really has.
No extracurriculars of any kind. It's been a very well-contested basketball game, one you would expect out of two really well-coached teams. And there's Jordan Watson getting on the floor after the basketball, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Indian Valley, much to the chagrin of the Maysville folks.
There's no way of us telling, simply because everybody in Maysville from South Zanesville is standing up in front of the play.
Southtown was in our view, we shall say. In the corner, though. Ball thrown in, and they lose it. Cade Rock's got it. He hands it back to Gator. Three-pointer. Bang! Gator Nichols. His team has a 30-29 lead.
9-0 run
to start it, and it's that Maysville third quarter run.
We're going to have to stand, Dave.
Indian Valley now with a basketball. Williams guarded by Jordan Watson. He gets it inside. Move inside, and I think it's going to be a tie-up, and it is. It's going to be a jump ball or alternate possession. That's going to stay here for Indian Valley. They've got the arrow right now. Gator Nichols did a good job getting his hand in there and tying up the ball handler.
And it's physical. It's physical, but it's clean, like you said earlier.
Inbounded. Williams has got it. Screen for him. Now they get it off to McPeak. And he traveled, and they didn't call it. Bieber traveled, and that was a missed call. It happens. Watson pressuring the dribble. Three-pointer from the top of the circle, no good. From Wells, here comes Maysville. Jordan Watson up the right side of the floor. He gets into the lane. Spin move, Jordan Watson, layup, good! Jordan Watson, he's got 9 points. 32-29, three ball on the way back at him from Indian Valley, but no good. Rebound off to Indian Valley. Williams controls it. Wells with a good offensive rebound there. He spins on Roerig. Roerig couldn't block that one. Nice move from Wells.
After 9 straight misses, Indian Valley makes a basket.
A much needed make there for the Braves. Nichols now gets a screen from Roerig. He doesn't use it. He crosses over, lays it up off the rim. No
what a
good.
tap out.
To Iden, corner ball, three, good. Landon Iden.
That was an outstanding play by Gator Nichols.
Nichols knew he couldn't get both hands on it, so he just tipped it. And he tipped it right to Iden in the corner. Williams, baseline drive. Nichols in front of him, and it's going to be a block.
Now, I will say this. On the block charge call tonight, Maysville's over.
Yes, they're over. And Gator is asking about, why was that not?
He's asking the wrong official. That's the official that didn't make the call.
Yeah, he was asking. That was Jose Davis on the call there.
Now the official did go over to Luke Wells and have a chat with him, so I'm not sure if somebody said something.
Indian Valley with the basketball underneath their own bucket. It's 35-31 Maysville. 2:50 to play in the third quarter. Rock guarding McPeak. McPeak backs up towards the big M here on the Muskingum logo on the floor. Gets it under the right wing. Beaver now to Williams. He'll try a three. No good. Off the front iron. Maysville with the run out. They get it to Watson. He's going to go in, and it's knocked away and off of Jordan Watson. A great hustle play from Williams.
That was a fantastic, don't give up on the play, athletic play by Riker Williams.
He sprinted from half court and caught up to Watson. Watson, I think, was stopping, trying to jump stop. I think he should have just went in for the layup. He might have got the shot off.
You're probably dead on with that analysis, Dave.
Williams, he's in the middle of the lane, and he kicks it back out to Wells now. Indian Valley, good floor spacing, and the ball is taken, but they're going to call a foul on Jordan Watson.
The Maysville crowd displeased,
just a little bit.
And it's been like this pretty much the whole quarter, and they went on a good run here.
It was right in front of the official, though, so
yeah.
he had a better view than everybody.
But as physical as it's been.
There's a switch out front. Williams gets baseline. Rohrig there to disrupt the shot, and he gets the rebound. Williams had to alter his shot because of the presence of Rohrig. Nichols now with the basketball. Gator makes a move into the lane. It's knocked away by Williams, and he kicks it back to Rock. Rock, little one-hander, no good.
And that's going to be on Gator, and that's a frustration foul.
Yep, and that's 4 fouls now on Gator Nichols. And I think Gator is going to check out here with 1:42 to play in the third quarter. And you're right, Mike, that's a frustration foul because he got bumped a little bit down there just like it was on the other end.
And he thought, I didn't get the call, missed a shot, tried to go get his rebound and just slapped the tar out of, I believe, Luke Wells.
Now, Indian Valley has got 2 points in the quarter. 1:39 to play. Maysville 35. Indian Valley 31.
Indian Valley's 1 for 12 in this quarter.
Nichols on the bench, though, with 4 fouls. Mike, we did a game like this. Singleton, Jake Singleton with 4 fouls, managed to stay in the majority of the second half.
You're
and
right.
They ended up winning that game. It was a district final, a classic at Coshocton.
You're exactly right.
Gators probably going to sit the remainder of the quarter. There's just over a minute to go. Indian Valley being very patient right now. 1 minute and counting. Rohrig guarding the basketball, so is Rock. They altered the shot again, but the rebound comes off the Indian Valley. There's that baseline drive, and this time the pass is stolen by Iden as they tried to kick it back on top. Iden, hesitation, spin, pulls up, he's fouled, and he's going to go to the line.
Iden leads the team. I'm not sure if he leads the team, but it seems like he's led the team the last 5-6 games in steals, and he always has been coming up with big steals at the right time.
Big play for Landon Iden, and we said they needed some help. Iden is providing that help. He's got 3 in the quarter. Rohrig's got a bucket. Iden with a chance to add to a 4-point lead.
75% free throw shooter.
And he gets the first one, 36-31.
Now, here's what I've been seeing the difference. Indian Valley's been subbing 3 at a time.
Yes.
And Maysville's been subbing 1 at a time, and not a whole lot not a whole lot total at all.
36-31. Maysville with a 5-point lead and 44.4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Second free throw from Iden. Gets a lot of the rim, but it goes in. 37-31, 43 seconds, clock moving. Indian Valley probably going to try to get the last shot here. Everybody on their feet on the Maysville side. Indian Valley gets it to Williams. Williams looking at a post up inside from James. They do get it into him, and it's blocked by Rohrig. Rohrig with another block. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Air ball. Iden with a rebound, 15 seconds. Iden on the run, penetrates down the lane. Layup, good. Landon Iden. 39-31, 5 seconds. Williams, they're going to have to hurry. Stolen
again by Iden.
Throws it at the buzzer. And that's going to end the third quarter. The Maysville Avalanche has given them an 8-point lead. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. High school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
We We are ready for fourth quarter action here at the Ann Steele Center at Muskingum University. Maysville, an 18-2 third quarter run.
Wow.
Or as we say, the Maysville Avalanche. They now have an 8-point lead.
Spurt ability right there. How about Indian Valley? 1 of 15. Now, what's going to factor in? Did you see the energy that they had to spend on the defensive ends?
Yeah.
And they're not subbing a lot. They've had their butts, down on a defensive stance, and that patient Indian Valley offense kept moving the ball. Let's see if Maysville can hang in there energy-wise.
Can they? But if you're Indian Valley, can you afford to be super patient right now? You're down 8.
And you have only made one shot in the second half.
They shot it so well in the first half, second quarter especially, but all of a sudden Maysville now with an 8-point lead, and they've got the basketball.
How about Landon Iden in that half? 7 points, 4 steals.
Gator Nichols stays on the bench with the 4 fouls, and they're going to turn it over to start the fourth quarter. Ferguson got it, and Williams took it, and there's a layup on the other end, and that's just what Indian Valley needed.
First turnover of the half for Maysville.
And that's Murphy's first bucket of the game. Watson to Ferguson. They're going to try to trap Ferguson. He just turned it over to start that possession. Williams
has his hands all over him.
Has a hand on him, and if you put 2 hands on the dribble, that's usually an automatic foul. Watson, he gets it to Ferguson. Now to Iden. Iden shot fake. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, fought for it. It's going to go off Jordan Watson. Indian Valley ball, 39-33, 7:18 to go, and I think if they get within 4, we will see the return to Gator Nichols.
I would think so. They're going to see how long they can go without Gator here. But 6-point game, you're right, Dave.
39-33, 7:18 to go in the basketball game. This has been an instant classic here from New Concord. Williams into the front court. Hands the ball off. McPeak now. They switch on that, handoff on the outside.
Good communication defensively.
Wells, 3-pointer on the way, left wing, no good. Rebound to Williams. And he might have got away with the travel there, but he powers it up and in. And he's got 6 points on the night.
Many offensive rebounds.
And I think they're going to call a foul this time. Williams, yep.
And now the Indian Valley crowd. Very upset. Imagine that.
There's going to be 2 upset fan bases the rest of the game. And Mike, they're within 4. Guess who's coming in?
Mr. Nichols.
Gator reappears for Maysville.
Now, do you think Indian Valley is going to set up to take a charge or defensively attack him? I would think so.
They're going to, whoever Gator is guarding, I'm sure they're going to try to take the ball to him.
And we know all 5 guys can do that for Indian Valley.
Nichols with the screen from Watson, he backs it up to the M.
And this is what Gator does. He steps out here toward the backcourt,
Murphy
makes things happen.
Comes out to guard him. Now he hands it off to Iden. Iden now to Watson. Maysville not in a big hurry right now, and that's both hands.
Yes,
you can't put both hands.
He fouled him earlier too, and they didn't call it.
And I'm sure that's what he's telling him. When you put both hands on him and redirect the dribbler, they're going to call that. That's going to get called.
And that's 3 on Riker Williams. He's going to stay in the game. He's guarding Jordan Watson. Right now, Roberto Matana, the junior, is going to guard Gator Nichols.
Maysville, a little trouble getting it inbounds. They throw it into the backcourt to Nichols. He brings it across into the offensive end for Maysville. Rock with a screen. Nichols spins, kicks it out to Rohrig. He's going to try a 3. He got it. Kane Rohrig with a 3, and Dave Brown's going to call a full timeout. So we'll take a quick break here. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Doan Ford is proud to introduce the ultimate adventure companion, the Bronco 4-door advanced 4x4 Badlands. With a powerful 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine and 7-speed manual transmission, conquer any terrain with confidence. Featuring a soft top 4-inch lift and massive 35-inch tires. Adventure knows no bounds. Stay connected and in control with an 8-inch digital screen while enjoying added convenience with power-heated mirrors and auto high-beam headlamps, plus equipped with a Smitty-built winch. Be prepared for any challenge. Don't miss out on this incredible deal. DoanFord.com.
Fourth quarter action here from the Ann Steele Center on the campus of Muskingum University. Maysville 42, Indian Valley 35. Maysville has just done that second half run, Mike, that they just do in the tournament. We saw it last year, and here they go again.
8 of 12 to start the second half, and they're doing it with defense. And I'm telling you, Dave, they're playing defense for long periods of time and doing an excellent job communicating. But down on the offensive end, they've been so daggone efficient.
Roehrig had a tough night in the first quarter, first half really, shooting the basketball. He missed some threes, and big part of the game, he lined it up and had no hesitation and just buried a three right there. A huge shot, and that's Maysville's first bucket of the fourth quarter. They're up 7 with exactly 6 minutes to play in this game. Indian Valley possession. McPeak into the lane against Roehrig. Watson backs off a little bit on James now. Watson switches off to McPeak. McPeak with a right-hand dribble. Handoff stolen by Watson. Watson on a run out. He pulls up, 3-ball. Bang! Jordan Watson! What guts to pull up and pull the trigger on that one. 45-35, Maysville by 10.
You knew he was going to do it.
Williams, he tries to answer, it's no good. Watson with a rebound. 5:12 to play. Roehrig thought about it, gets it back to Watson. Now to Roehrig, they're trying to keep the ball out of Gator's hands, but he goes and gets it.
Straight face guarding Gator Nichols.
Nichols backs up.
He looked at the official, Jose Davis. He said the 5-second count's on, Gator.
Yep, there they tried to draw a charge. Roehrig 3-ball, no good.
Gator almost picked up his 5th.
Almost on an offensive rebound there. Ball's thrown ahead, and it's out of bounds. I thought Gator was chancing it a little bit too much on the offensive rebound there.
If I'm Gator right now, I'm just kind of staying away from those offensive rebounds that could be considered over the back.
Maysville 45, Indian Valley 35, 4:41 to play in the game.
Here we go. Jackson Murphy and Gator Nichols chumming it up a little bit.
And Gator says, hey, he pushed me. And I'm sure right now, you don't want to see a foul that decides something, and there's going to be one because he can't lean on him.
And Jackson Murphy's not happy. They're going to have to calm him down, as does Landon McPeak right now.
And that is, I believe, 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter. 2 more, and they shoot free throws.
Shooting free throws, so 3 fouls early here in this fourth quarter.
It's a 10-point game right now, 4.5 minutes to go. Maysville trying to inbound the ball, they do. Watson goes and gets it back. Trying to work a little play for Gator, and he comes up with the basketball. He's going to back up. Now he crosses over. McPeak guarding him this time. Iden's going to try a 3. No good. Rebound. Rock almost tipped it away, but it goes Indian Valley. They're on the run. McPeak down the right side of the floor. Swings it across to James. James going to try his luck against Roehrig. Stops from the free throw line. Rattles in and out. Rebound off to Indian Valley, though. Took it from Cade Rock. Trapped in the corner. And again, they move the ball so well. 3-ball, Rainbow, it's good this time. And that's going to be a timeout as Wells reins it in from the deep sideline. And that's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break here. High school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Quarter action. Maysville 45, Indian Valley 38. They just hit a three. Deep three from the right in front of their own bench. They call the full timeout to talk about it. Mike, I think we're going to see some full court pressure here from Indian Valley.
Right away, and they're going to continue to try to pester Gator Nichols to try to get him to commit his 5th foul. Although he does come out for this possession.
I think this is one of those situations too. If you're Dave Brown, when you're on defense, if you get the dead ball, you sub him out.
Yeah, you got to think about that offensive-defensive substitution.
Defense, give him a chance to get out of the game and not pick up that 5th foul, because you need Gator down here in this last 3:48 to go in a 7-point game. And as we predicted, full court pressure here from Indian Valley. They've got 2 guys on Gator. They don't want him to catch it. But Watson just as good. It's in his hands. He's going to bring it up the floor, and they wanted an offensive foul. That's not going to get called. Watson into the corner to Rohrig. Gator goes and gets the handoff.
And this is tenacious pressure by Indian Valley.
And it's taken. Nice play by McPeak. He takes it from Gator. Gator better stay away. Layup no good. Offensive rebound, though, to Indian Valley. It's thrown away. Iden's got the basketball. Stop, hesitation dribble, gets inside, lays it up. No good. Rebound to Jordan Watson. He puts it up and in. Big play there from Maysville. 47-38. Here's a 3 from the left corner. No good. Rebound. Gator just had to stay away.
He had to.
Murphy with his 2nd bucket of the 4th quarter. 3 minutes to go. It's a 7-point game.
Well, I'm telling you, Indian Valley, if they win this game, it's going to be because of offensive rebounds, Dave.
47-40. Nichols gets it into the front court. He throws it up to Iden. Iden now out to Jordan Watson at the top of the key. Rohrig's got it. He's going to try another 3. Got it! Kane Rohrig. Not afraid, Mike.
No. He has ice in his veins right now. He's not even flinching.
50-40. Williams spins. Rock right in front of him. He traveled.
He's still traveling.
He traveled multiple times, and they finally call it. Kate Rock, nice job defensively there for Maysville.
I'm going to bet 6 steps. I think he picked up which one was his pivot foot 4 times.
It's 50-40. Maysville, 2:27 to play in this game. And it is hot in this gym, and we've got a hot basketball game.
This is fantastic. And we knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. It was the 3rd quarter for
that second half Maysville run, and they got it going. Inbounded back to Iden. Here comes Iden on the run. They're going to try to trap him from behind. He gets it back to Watson. They skip it to Nichols. Iden going to try a 3 from the left corner. No good. Rohrig with the rebound to Nichols. Nichols says, I'll try a 3. No good. Rock, he fouled. He fouled going over the back. He tried to tip it out, but Williams had the position on him, and that's a foul on Cade Rock. But that's only 1 foul here in the 4th quarter on Maysville.
Rock said, what the heck, I might as well try it too.
50-40, 2:10 to play. Indian Valley with possession and trailing by 10. Wells has it. He goes all the way to the rim and kicks it into the corner for a 3. Its shot is no good. Rebound, though, by McPeak, no good. Rebound to Rohrig. He gets it to Watson. Gators got it. He throws it up the floor to Iden. Iden's going to try a 3. No good. Dave Brown is beside himself right now as Landon Iden hoisted up a 3 with a 10-point lead, and that's going to be a foul and a bucket. Iden compounded his mistake. Dave Brown is pointing at the scoreboard to tell Iden, hey, what are you doing?
He was feeling it. Heat check, Dave. Heat
check.
And sometimes, if you're still going to attack, but I get it.
I get that. I get Dave's concern on that one.
But Maysville doesn't seem like the team that says, hey, we're going to kick it out here and just wait for a layup.
I know. Williams now going to try to complete the 3-point play. His free throw is in and out. Rohrig tips it over to Watson. Now to Gator Nichols. Nichols, stop and go dribble, and that's going to be a foul. Nope, it's a timeout from Dave Brown. Full timeout. We'll take a quick break here in the 4th quarter. Maysville 50, Indian Valley 42. We'll be back with the last minute and a half on AVC Sports.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Fourth quarter action, minute 35 to play. Maysville by 8 in this game, 50-42. Mike, tournament basketball is fun.
I'm having a great time, and I'm glad that we get to sit down and stand up, sit down and stand up, and you can't keep up. And I'm trying to keep stats, and it's just amazing to watch, even the crowd that's involved. I mean, there's some people deeply invested in this game. You know, I represent neither one of these schools, and I'm deeply invested.
It's just been a fun game to watch. At the end of the half, Indian Valley had the momentum. It was 31-29, and then we were just thinking, can Maysville get on their second half run?
Sure enough, they did.
39-31.
As planned, that's what they've been doing. That's how they've been doing it the last 5-6 games.
You know, here they came in the second half. They do get it inbounds. That's one of the toughest things to do in these late game situations. At the time, he faked the three. And
did you hear the crowd? No.
Yeah, I know. And there's going to be a foul reaching from behind on McPeak.
That's going to be his first.
And that is the fourth team foul of the quarter, so they could afford to be a little bit more aggressive right there. But now, the rest of the way, Maysville's going to shoot 2 free throws.
If you don't get a steal right off the bat, you're almost going to have to foul. Here's the trap.
Maysville, a pretty good free throw shooting team. They get it to Rock, and he throws it away. Good steal. They got out in the passing lane, and lucky he didn't get called for a foul as James lays it in, and now it's 50-44. It's a minute 5 to play. Nichols up the right sideline. And that was lucky that wasn't an offensive foul, but that was more of a flop than anything. Iden, ball movement now by Maysville. 53 seconds. Maysville trying to hold on to this one. Watson, they're going to foul reaching in. They wanted a jump ball, but it's a foul. Indian Valley does have the arrow, Mike.
They do.
There is a jump ball.
And that was Riker Williams. That's going to be his fourth. He wanted the jump ball, but that's going to send Jordan Watson to the line, who's a 79% free throw shooter for 2.
Jordan having one of those second halves that we're used to seeing him have in the tournament. He's got 9 in the second half, 14 for the game. He's got 2 free throws here with 48 seconds left. First one, no good.
Well, let's start talking about possessions here, Dave. Even one make here is big because then it turns into a 3-possession game.
That was a line drive. Not much arc on that one from Jordan Watson. Second free throw now, 50-44. 48.7 seconds to play in this basketball game. Watson dribbles it, eyes it, no good. Off the back iron, just like the first one. Offensive rebound, though, to Jordan Watson, and he lays it up and in. Rohrig kept it alive and tipped it to Watson. 8-point game, 40 seconds now. Maysville has fouls to give.
And he walked.
Yes, he did. Landon Iden and Jordan Watson forced a turnover at half court, and Dave Brown is beside himself, which he should be.
So we got a 3-possession game here. They're going to get fouled. You just got to take care of the ball and make free throws.
I was just talking to someone the other day about Dave Brown has really calmed down over the years.
He's behind the bench now.
And he's a little fired up again tonight. Watson with the basketball. He shoved, and he's going to lay it up and in. They're going to say no good. Dave Brown wanted the NBA continuation. So did everybody here on this side of the gym from Maysville. But they're not going to get that. But they are going to get 2 free throws. Watson back to the free throw line. He just missed a pair a moment ago.
Well, if he makes 2 here, now we're at a 4-possession game, and that's going to make it really tough on Indian Valley with 31.6 seconds.
31 ticks of the clock. This time Jordan gets the first free throw to go. 53-44. Last year's score, Mike, was 54-44.
Wow.
Between these 2 teams in the district final. Jordan Watson with a second free throw now. His team up by 9. Some of the Indian Valley folks are leaving. They think it's over. I don't think it's over. There's time on the clock. 54-44. Indian Valley rushes ahead. 3 ball, no good, partially blocked. Watson with the rebound.
That's not a foul.
And that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on Williams. And he just fouled out of the game. Gator Nichols is going to go to the line and shoot a pair.
Jordan Watson with a double-double. I believe that's his 12th rebound, Dave, with 18 points.
Boy, we were talking about player of the game. We got some tough decision to make here.
Wow.
Gator Nichols will go to the line to shoot a pair. He has not scored in the fourth quarter, but he hasn't needed to. Rohrig and Watson, they have said, jump on our backs this time,
Right.
We'll carry you.
It's been a community effort here, once again for Maysville, and that includes the crowd.
Gator Nichols, he's going to shoot two.
They put the ball in play just a hair early before they subbed out.
And we're getting the Gator
chomp.
Gator chomp here from the Maysville folks.
Cheerleaders are even doing it. Gator shoots it at 85%.
2 free throws for Nichols. 21 and a half seconds to play in the game, and he gives his team an 11-point lead. Gators got 22 now. He had 16 at half, 5 in the third quarter, and he hasn't scored until now here in the fourth quarter. But as we said, his teammates said, hey, let's just take Gator with us for one time instead of letting Gator carry us.
Where's a good place to eat in Athens, Dave?
Oh, there's lots of places to eat in Athens, Mike. Gator Nichols will shoot a second free throw.
And Jackson Murphy, the senior, he's going to go off to the court with a nice ovation.
The large lady is singing. 55-44 Maysville. 21 and a half seconds left. Gator Nichols will shoot a second free throw. All right, they've got all their subs in the game now. Nichols, Gator chomp going on in the crowd, and the second free throw is good. 56-44, 20 seconds to go. Indian Valley going to try to get another bucket here in the late going, but this one is over as Maysville is going to be the district champion again. Nice move down the lane, but the shot is missed. Nichols with the rebound, 4 seconds, and that is going to end it. The Maysville Panthers are your Division IV East District champions. They defeat Indian Valley 56-44. Dave Brown holding up 4 fingers. I'm assuming that means it's the fourth one.
It would have to be, but Dave, what an outstanding effort by both teams tonight. And I just, once again, I cannot believe how many times Maysville can do this. Put that quarter together and
that just does it.
It just is spurt ability.
Well, we'll be back to wrap this one up and talk about everything that transpired here from New Concord. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Postgame here at the Steel Center in New Concord. Maysville victorious. They are the Division IV East District champion. They beat Indian Valley 56-44. And I was just talking to Mike Snively off air. It is so eerie. Last year, these two teams played in the district final. It was at Zanesville High School. Maysville, 54. Indian Valley, 44. Tonight, it's 56-44.
Wow.
I mean, a 2-point difference from 1 year. Now, the combatants, obviously, a little bit different in the game. Some
Right.
people played that aren't in either team anymore. But, again, just very strange how it ends up that the two teams are just so close in the two results in the last 2 years. Right now, out on the floor, Indian Valley getting their district runner-up awards. Their record now falls to 21-5. Maysville, they up their record to 23-3, and they will play an MVL team that they've already played twice this season.
Twice, wow, yeah. And we had one of those contests.
They beat New Lex 55-48. And then I'm looking for the other New Lex score in my list of scores. Then they beat New Lex at New Lex 72-45 later in the season. So Maysville's already beat New Lex twice, but it's the tournament, and it's hard to beat somebody 3 times. We've heard all those
know
things.
that.
So we'll see what happens. That'll be Thursday night at Athens. Mr. Snively and I will be making the trip, and we're going to find somewhere good to eat.
Well, let's not forget, too, that Maysville broke Indian Valley's 13-game winning streak, too.
Yes. So to recap the scoring here, I'll go through that, and then Mike will share some of his stats with us on the night. Indian Valley led by Wells with 14, James with 7, McPeak 4, Inama with 5, Matona with 2, Murphy with 4, Riker Williams with 8. That is a total of 44. They only scored 15 points in the second half, 2 in the third quarter, and that was the difference in this game. For Maysville, Gator Nichols was Gator Nichols. He had 23 points, 16 of those in the half. Landon Iden, 7 points, all in the second half. Kane Roehrig, 8 points, all in the second half.
Jeez.
Jordan Watson, 18 points, 13 of those in the second half. And you're getting what I'm going to talk about here. It's the second half avalanche from the Maysville Panthers. They trailed 39-31 at halftime.
Well,
Next
Dave,
thing you know,
it's I can't fathom how many times they can do this. Yeah, 29.
29-21 at halftime. They just do it.
They do, and I mean, it's just a credit to just everybody involved. They didn't panic at halftime, and for them to come out and play the defense that they did in the second half, and to get in a stance, and as patient as Indian Valley was in that second half, and Maysville only played 6 guys.
Yes.
They had to be tired, but they hung in there. And they made it work.
And we're playing on the Big 4 tonight.
Yeah.
We're playing here on
a 92-footer, yeah.
So you know, you got extra running in there. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it is when you run up and down the floor
Makes
as
a big
much
difference.
as they
Couple
have
extra
to
steps,
tonight.
Dave, yeah.
Again, our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and we certainly appreciate all of our sponsors. Allen Hunter State Farm, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Surgeon Construction, West 40 Auto Sales, WB Green Insurance, Doan Ford, People's Bank, and Wakefield Dental, all sponsors of our broadcast on the radio and on a video on the YouTube channel tonight. We bring those videos to you for free, and if you'd like to go home and watch this one, YRP TV YouTube, it's there. You can go home and watch it when you get home.
It'd be a great one to watch.
If you want to fast forward to the third quarter, if you're a Maysville fan,
Right.
you want to see the third quarter, you can do that. Again, just Maysville able to turn on the second half Jets as they come away with another district championship. And Mike, statistically, tell us what happened.
Okay, Maysville shot 21 of 41 for 51%. That's an outstanding percentage. But in the second half, they were 12 of 20 for 60%, so they shot it well. Now, Indian Valley, they were just 16, Dave, 16 of 52 for 31%. But in the second half, they were 6 of 31 for 19%. Rebounding was the rebounding war ended up being won by Maysville. They were getting out-rebounded at halftime, but they had 28 rebounds. Indian Valley had 26. What Indian Valley did was they had a bunch of offensive rebounds, 12 offensive rebounds to Maysville's 5. In fact, the offensive rebounding kept Indian Valley in this game. Jordan Watson had 13 rebounds for Maysville, and that could be close to a career high for Jordan. That's a bunch of rebounds.
That's a heck of a night for young Mr. Watson.
Maysville
with a double-double.
Maysville had 11 turnovers, as did Indian Valley, but Maysville in that third quarter, Dave, didn't turn it over once. Indian Valley turned it over 4 times in that crazy third quarter. And from the line, Maysville shot 8 of 11 for 73%. The one miss, the second miss, Jordan Watson, he gets his own rebound somehow, lays it in, and makes up for the 2 misses. And pretty much ended the game right there.
Well, that was a tip from Roehrig.
Yeah, tip from Roehrig. And then Indian Valley was 6 of 7 for 86%. So what a great effort by both teams, and congratulations to Maysville on yet another district title.
They played just Maysville basketball. They just have a way in the third quarter of just coming out of the locker room, and they turn on the Jets, and the next thing you know, it's the avalanche of Maysville turnovers. They turn you over, they're hitting threes, and they're getting runouts. They're doing all those things that just lead to those big runs. And
they do.
Before you know it, they turned an 8-point deficit into an 8-point lead by the end of the third quarter.
Bang, bang. And we've seen it all year, and you know what? It's going to be interesting down there Thursday night. Now, it's an 8 o'clock tip, correct?
It is the 8 o'clock tip. I'm going to go back to my sheet here. I have this on here. They will be playing New Lex and the Elfo. They've played twice already. 8 o'clock, Thursday, March 6th at the Convo in Athens. So
they had the 8 o'clock tip last year against Hartley. No, they did not. They had the early tip. Tri-Valley played the second game against
We did
Warren.
both of those games.
Yes, we did. We did.
Boy, you get down there to Athens, though, and I mean, it's hard to bet against this bunch once they get down there.
And New Lex has some experience. They just won their.
They just played a couple games.
Yeah, they played a couple. They beat Megs there.
So they've got some experience as well. So good for them. And we like to talk to Dave, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight because
there's going to be some net cutting down.
They're cutting down the rims, which we're going to let them enjoy that tonight. I'm not going to worry about that.
How special do you think this is for Dave on his alma mater's home court?
I think
his college
he's got to
alma
be
mater.
enjoying that a little bit.
He probably
We're
is.
certainly proud of him as a Muskingum basketball alum that he is, victorious here on his court. And I got to mention, although Muskingum knocked out of the OAC tournament last night, today, some awards. Dwayne Davis, number 2 for Muskingum. He was named first team all OAC. Owen Emig from Riverview, Warsaw, Ohio.
The Black Bear.
Honorable mention OAC player. And the coach of the year in the Ohio Athletic Conference, head coach Nathan Wally, much deserved. And I've got to toot his horn for him a little bit here because he won't do it.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. Our team at Muskingum was picked to finish last, 10th in a 10-team conference, and we finished 4th.
And that's
won a OAC tournament game and hosted one for the first time since 2006. And I'm going to tell you, he inherited a not great situation here at Muskingum.
Right.
And he has done what a lot of people would like to be able to do when they take over a program. They change the culture, and that's what has happened. He has changed the culture, and just good things to come from Muskingum basketball.
Just got to keep that man here. That young man's doing a fine job. And just think of this gym in the last week or two.
The games that have been taking place here.
Oh, my, there's been some dandies in this gym the last couple of weeks.
There's been some good games, some energy in this gym lately. So, Mike, we've got to figure this out. Our Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. Now, we have done a good job, I think, this year. We have spread the wealth to this Maysville basketball team.
Yes, we have.
We have named a lot of different players the Player of the Game. Now,
where do we go here?
This is so hard. Let's think about this. I mean, you got Gator Nichols with 23 points. That's an easy one. You got Jordan Watson with a double-double, 13 points in the second half. All those rebounds. You got Landon Iden,
who was the big part of the third quarter.
He had 7 points, although Dave Brown is going to talk to him about the three he took with a couple minutes to go.
He might have threw his pizza away with that one.
Yeah. Kane Roehrig with just a defensive factor the entire game, the whole first half, and then he hit 2 big threes in the fourth quarter after he had struggled from beyond the three-point line in the first half. He stepped up, confidently hit 2 threes in the fourth quarter.
5 rebounds as well.
So what do?
I think we're going to have to give it to Kane.
I'm with you. I could make a case for any of those guys, and they would all be deserving. And I really don't think Kane has won this award this year. So I think that's a perfect thing. We're going to go with Kane Roehrig as our Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game. Just played a great game, a defensive force tonight. We don't keep track of the blocks. I wish I knew how many he had.
I would say he had at least 5, above 5, maybe 6 or 7.
5 plus, and he also altered shots that he did not block. So just a defensive presence tonight, and then a couple of huge threes in the fourth quarter to help propel his team to the district championship as they defeat Indian Valley 56-44. As we said, Mike Snively and I, we will be on duty Thursday from the Convo in Athens. Mike, I'm getting used to going down there with this team.
I know. It's how many times have they won this thing now? I mean,
I'm getting used to it.
We're starting to understand that trip down there on Route 13.
Yes. Well, Mike, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to let you drive that one because you have that back way. I'm lost in Eastern Ohio still. I've only lived here for about 6 years. I'm still lost. So we're going to wrap things up here, and another huge victory for Maysville as they're victorious in this district championship game. They move on. They'll be in the regionals on Thursday night in Athens. They defeat Indian Valley 56-44. I'm Dave Hilliard for Mike Snively and our entire crew here from the Ann Steele Center in Muskingum. We wish you a good night and appreciate you watching high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
You've been listening to High School Basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON. High School Basketball is a presentation